Good evening, friends. I'm Cassandra Joan Butler, Agent 56 with the Cosmic Intelligence Agency, and your astrologer here every Wednesday around 8:30 Eastern Time. And so tonight, I was really giving this some thought, right? We are in the full last quarter square of the Capricorn cycle. We're going to talk about that tonight. But we have a supercharged new moon, which is a solar eclipse next Tuesday, which of course happens before next time I see you. So we're going to be talking about the solar eclipse that's taking place next Tuesday and focusing our energy on that, because you do know that eclipses are portals of change. They're very unpredictable as a rule. And the solar eclipse kind of sets the tone for the next 6 months. And this solar eclipse in Aquarius is like fireworks. And I'll explain it when I bring the chart up. But it's going to be squaring Uranus, which is the unpredictable planet, and squaring Black Moon Lilith. More on that in a bit. So I welcome you to the platforms, wherever you may be coming in. Hi, Kathy, dear friend from Florida. Hello, Nancy. Please just say, come on in and say hi. If you're new to this, we do our spiritual messages after I talk a little bit about the astrology of the week. And if you're tuning in on the Cosmic Intelligence Agency platform, please make note that many of the classes that I provide are turbocharged with the Cosmic Intelligence Agency as well. And I've been doing astrology for close to 40 years, so I have a lot of very loyal and long-term clients in the Buffalo, specifically the Buffalo area. Of course, I'm doing astrology elsewhere, like Los Angeles. I'll be there next week teaching the Saturn-Neptune conjunction. That's also taking place next week. So much going on. Is anyone exhausted? I just finished up the retreat for this year, the early retreat. I like doing online retreats. And I think we all walked away, myself included, learning so much from each other and learning strategies to keep grounded during this year of, it's pivotal. 2026 is the year of consciousness, keeping our minds and our sovereignty and our sense of self intact as all of these seemingly crazy situations are unfolding this year. So thank you, Donna. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Candy. Hi, Jojo. Gail. Hello, hello. Come in for your massage, Gail. Jules Mendes. Hello. Thank you for being here, friends. Hi, Barb. I hope you can make it to LA. That'd be so awesome to see you in the flesh. Well, in any case, let's talk about what's happening now in the world. I'll bring the charts up and just give you a little shout out that on Friday night at 7:15, because I have a late afternoon with clients, 7:15 Eastern Time on Friday, and next Tuesday, on the day of the solar eclipse in Aquarius, both days, same material. I'm offering in-person, I rewind, live via Zoom classes, workshops, where we go very deeply into the Saturn-Neptune and the solar eclipse, and also the lunar eclipse that takes place on March 3rd. So it's eclipse season, and I love the eclipses. I love the excitement of eclipses and the changeability of eclipses and the challenges as well. So if you're interested, I left a link to my website. It's under products if you want to sign up, products. And if you're members of the Lunar Lights Club, of course, you get a discount linked as well. Well, in any case, that's my little commercial for you, and let's get busy with these charts. All right. So I thought it would be appropriate to talk about Nancy Guthrie. Now, what the crisis, this is a gripping story, and I understand, and I've talked to people about this, and people have mentioned this, like why we're making such a big commotion about this woman. Having been in the news business for a while, this is a incredible human interest story. because this lovely woman really kind of embodies motherhood and grandmotherhood. She seems very sweet. I've never met her. Most likely none of you have ever met her. Some of you may have seen her daughter in the morning show of the Today Show, Savannah Guthrie, a celebrity, a media personality. And make no mistake, if her daughter wasn't in that capacity, there wouldn't probably be such a gripping storyline around her. Because when we look at, and I'm looking at her as an archetypal energy, by the way. I mean, she seems really sweet. I look at her chart, she seems very sweet. Gemini moon conjunct Jupiter. I mean, jolly and communicative. Apparently, part of her resume that she worked in human resources or public affairs at one of the local colleges, which helped her kids get through school in Tucson, Arizona. So a talkative, intelligent woman. And who doesn't love an Aquarius? Yes, her birthday occurred and her Uranus conjunction, her Uranus return happened right before she was abducted or from her home in Tucson. I did the chart for her. This is her natal chart inside. So I just want to point out some things for you astro folks. Guess what was happening exactly the day that she left her home, or was horrifically abducted from her home, I should say. Mars, the planet of attack, violence, was conjunct her sun. Now that happens to everybody every 3 years, roughly, but it happened to be that day. Mars was conjunct her sun. Black moon Lilith was conjunct Vesta, opposite Hygeia. Now, Vesta is like the spiritual planet, and there's been a lot of prayers and outpouring from the family for prayers. Vesta is a very spiritual asteroid, but Black Moon Lilith was conjunct that. Black Moon Lilith can be a very negative archetypal energy, 25, 24 Vesta. And of course, she's having her nodal opposition. That happens with regularity. It always happens to everyone around 84 years of age. We kind of get into a path. And there's a lot of Venus energy in her chart as well. Venus is love. So before February 1st, most people have never heard of Nancy Guthrie. I don't know, maybe if you watched Today's Show, but she became this international outpouring of love and concern and prayers for her. So however you might interpret some news stories, this is an archetypal one. This woman embodies this beloved image of the mother. Our prayers, our good thoughts for a good result. And no, I'm not going to make a wager. Is she still with us in the living or not? That's always between her and God. So that was her chart. I want to share that with you, friends, because it's in everyone's lips. But it's really interesting because in the past, if you've been following this story, a lot of things happen on Monday. And now Monday and Tuesday, I should say Tuesday. What day is this? Okay, it's the 11th. Really, it was Tuesday the 10th under Monday's lunation. So this is the chart for Monday's lunation, the quarter cycle, which took place at 7:43 in the morning on the 9th. And that is activating our energy now until the solar eclipse, which I'll bring into your eyes in just a moment. So this is the in conjunct moon to Ceres, which is the mother, and in conjunct Hygeia, which is the health asteroid. What's an in conjunct, friends? Here's the moon, here's the lunation, in conjunct Hygeia and in conjunct Ceres. Fairly exactly. I mean, the moon is at 20 degrees of Scorpio, in conjunct 18 degrees of Ceres, in conjunct 24 degrees of Hygeia. One of the storylines of Nancy Guthrie is the mother's health, the mother's health. Now, we can even apply that to health concerns in general, health concerns in your family as well. So the moon in conjunct means irreconcilable differences. We can't figure out how to take care of the mother. Ceres can be also represented as the Earth Mother, and I would argue that Nancy Guthrie is kind of a symbolic archetypal image of the mother because of her fame, because of the storyline. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't know the lady. You probably don't know the lady, but she just embodies the sweetness of the mother. So what's happening with this lunation? This is happening all this week. The moon is opposite Uranus. What's Uranus? Uranus is technology. One of the biggest surprises yesterday on the 10th was the ability to recreate the video that you've all seen if you've been following the story of the invader who came into her home when the technology had previously been said that it was impossible to resurrect this information. The digital footprint of the digital camera in her home. And there it was in all of its glory, all of its horrific glory, I should say, yesterday. That's a surprise. Uranus surprised the moon. And there may be a surprise in your life as well regarding stability and safety and so forth. This is a T-square. Okay, so we can see the T-square. There's the triangle on the chart. So what we do with T-squares, friends, we look at the opposite part of the T-square. And the opposite part of the T-square, the opposite to Aquarius, would be Leo. And we're going to talk about that in a moment when we talk about the solar eclipse. This is also another example, and this has been ongoing since last fall. Eris, the planet of chaos, is still traveling with Chiron, the wounded healer, in Aries. So these two bodies are playing off this narrative of chaos is happening. We have to stop the chaos. We have to stop the chaos. You may have been saying something along those lines in your own life as we see the narrative, the archetypal narrative out there of what's going on in the news. In any case, the Sabian symbol is still going to be in effect until next Tuesday. A soldier obeying his conscience. If you're obeying who you are, you have inner freedom. It doesn't matter what other people may think or say or do. Obey yourself. All right. Our focus, however, like I promised, will be on the solar eclipse. And I'll be talking about the solar eclipse next week, and I'll probably be adding to it. The solar eclipse is at 28 degrees of Aquarius. So my suggestion to you, so I won't be seeing you again until Wednesday the 18th, is do a big circle around 7:01 in the morning, next Tuesday the 17th, and or 4:01 in the morning, Pacific time. That's the beginning of the solar eclipse, the new moon in Aquarius. It's the first time we've had a solar eclipse for 19 years in Aquarius. So we're starting a new cycle. It's a big deal. It's the coloring of the next 2 years, essentially, when the eclipses, the nodes haven't quite changed yet, and they won't change until July 27th. But when we have our first sneaky little eclipse in a new sign, things often happen, big things. And this is an amazing solar eclipse. All right, so here we go. There's that square again. Black Moon Lilith, the asteroid and or point in the sky. I'm using the point in the sky, not the asteroid of Black Moon Lilith, which represents nefarious activity. So spying, things that are difficult, and it's squaring the new moon. And then we have Uranus squaring the new moon. Surprises, surprises, and secrets revealed. What type of secrets? Well, how interesting. This solar eclipse is right on top of the USA's moon, right? The moon in the United States of America's chart is Aquarius. It's not exact, but it's within order. And so that 28 degrees is a Sabian symbol, which simply means this: the butterfly emerging from the chrysalis, metamorphosis. All of us have the opportunity to change in a fundamental way and go through a metamorphosis with this image of the butterfly emerging. at this new moon, at this new beginning. This is a turbocharged new moon, friends, because it's a solar eclipse. And it's got all this extra baggage of surprises, secrets revealed. I haven't even talked about the Epstein files, millions and millions and millions of documents being downloaded at our disposal that's been kind of shadowed away from the Guthrie case. So there you have it. Where does this new moon fall in your chart? Let's talk about it. Okay. Okay. I'm reading some comments. Hi, Ryan. I have a way to get out of jury duty if you really don't want to be picked, although that is your civic duty. You just tell them that you believe in astrology and that you talk to dead people. Just a thought. Anyway, Ryan. Hi, Diane. Always great to see you. Never too late. And I'm so glad your chaos ended today, Peggy. Yes, a surprise today. Again, chaos and surprises going through. And Eva, hello. Good evening, good afternoon. I am glad to be with you, Rhonda. You're very welcome, Barbara. It was easy to find because it was in the narrative. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Jennifer and Debbie. Hello, and Janet and Donna and Joanne and Paula. And big hugs to everybody. And Lynn and Patricia, big hello. Hi, Kathy. I get to see you on Tuesday, right, Patricia? Hi, Kathy. Hi, Chucky. Serious. I'm great, and I love your name. Hi there. I love everyone's names, but no, serious. Seriously, serious. I love that name. Hi, Krista. Hi, Angie from Chicago. Hello, Donna and Joni, girl. Hi, Penny, Cynthia, and Nancy, and Donna, Cindy, and Candy. Big hugs to you all. Hi, Becky. Hello, California. Come and see me, darling. All right. Nancy, nice to see you as well. All right. Let's talk about where this new moon solar eclipse in Aquarius might be activating your chart. If your Aries or Aries rising, and again, it's not just one and done, it's a theme for you for the next year and a half. Aries, look at your friends, look at your tribe, look at your associations. They're changing, and pick the ones that meet your needs and that you can contribute to. Leadership in groups for our Aries friends. The first wave, the first download comes on Tuesday. For Taurus, it's about your career. Hello, Taurus or Taurus rising. You've been wanting to make some changes. And with this beautiful solar eclipse activating, you are getting the first peek, the first image or visualization about what you would like to do in the outer world. For Gemini or Gemini rising, this is about your truth, your communication, your learning, and your travel. So start doing a bucket list of what you'd like to do and learn in the next year and a half. Again, the new moon solar eclipse will help you decide. For Cancer or Cancer rising, that includes the US of A, by the way, Cancer country, this incredible eclipse is activating your power. True power is spiritual, true power is psychological, and letting go of that which is impeding your progress spiritually, Cancer. For Leo or Leo rising, this new moon is in your partnership house. The solar eclipse is asking you, Leos, to pay attention to your significant others, the folks you can really count on, and be a better partner to the people you love, the one-on-one people, not the groups, your significant others. For Virgo, it's all about your health. It's about your well-being. It's about your work. What wonderful things do you want to contribute to the world? And how do you want to do it in a very positive way? Hey, Libra or Libra risers, this eclipse cycle, and for the next year and a half, is activating your fun and your creativity. Libra, you can work very hard, but let's make more joy in your life. And that's what the new moon eclipse is asking you to do. For Scorpio or Scorpio rising, it's activating your home and your family. Now, what does this mean, activation? It might mean something as simple as cleaning the house. It might signify something as profound as making plans to spend time with family, have a family reunion, give a laurel leaf to someone that you don't, an olive branch. I'm trying to say, not a laurel leaf, to someone that you've been a little estranged from in your family. Make peace, Scorpio, with family members. Sagittarius, it's about your relationship with time, your relationship with your self-talk, your neighbors, and your siblings. That's what the eclipse is activating in your life. For Capricorn, it's about your income, the way you want to become more expansive, more abundant in your life. All eyes on the Aquarius. This is your eclipse. You're going to feel it. You're reinventing yourself. Yay, right? I mean, you're great anyway, Aquarius, but this solar eclipse is asking you to expand your sense of self in an authentic way. For Pisces, spirituality is the key. For the next year and a half, it's okay not to be in the limelight, but to activate your subconscious, your unconscious, and your relationship with the God of your understanding. So there you have it. Hey, Kelly, bring on the joy. That's you, Jennifer, huh? You're a Libra or Libra rising? I'm a Libra rising. So I was thinking about that. I would, even before I said this, I was saying to myself, I'm not going to go skiing for a while until I take care of my leg. But I love skiing. But that story I shared with you last week was maybe a warning that I have to be in better muscular shape before I go down any hills. Right. In any case, but I was thinking about this today. I have to have a lot more fun. Penny Hudson, hello, welcome. Always great to see you, Donna. And oh, fabulous, Kristen. Yeah, it was fun. That was a fun Zoom on Monday, wasn't it? Hi, Alexandra from UK. Big blessings to you. Hello, hello. Okay. All right. Talk to some aliens. Absolutely. Silly me. Forget about dead people. Just aliens. Ryan, they will not invite you back. Okay. I've got personal experience in that. Well, I did serve in a jury once, but they asked me what I did for a living. That's what I do. Speaking of doing this for a living, time to talk to dead people. All right. You know the rules, guys. So I'm just going to close my eyes, say my prayer, and wish you all luck. So you have to be in the chat. So that's where my thumb goes to. Dear God, please allow me to serve. Please allow my words be filled with love, light, truth, inspiration, and healing for the highest, for the best, as we align ourselves with the Holy Spirit. Amen. And my thumb is going to Shakti Sirius. Okay. Shakti Gawain was one of my, not personal teachers, but one of my wonderful books that I've referenced over 40 years, right? Anyway, as I'm tuning into you, Shaki, is it okay that I talk to you? You just say yes or no. Okay. All right. Shaki says yes. You're going to get a reading. That's where my thumb went, Shaki. As I'm tuning into your energy, I'm seeing a big canvas in front of you. I don't know if you're an artist, but it's like a big canvas or it's a big billboard or something. And maybe just like a whiteboard, and you're putting ideas on this whiteboard, or it's a white wall and you're putting your intentions up on this whiteboard, but you're playing with like a canvas sort of energy. And you're really doing a lot of due diligence in, I want to say, resurrecting an old idea that you've had. And I'm getting this astrologically now. The last time that the eclipses were in Aquarius and Leo, I want to go back around 19 years ago. So somewhere around 19 years ago with you, you had these ideas, these inventive ideas, and they're resurrecting in your mind, and you're doing some planning. And Spirit is saying that this is a very good thing for you to do. And it's the right time. Many of us, I think all of us, have goals and plans and things we want to accomplish in our lives. And some of those goals might date back for decades, but it has to be the right timing. So what I'm getting a message for you tonight is that this is the right timing for you. And it literally is the right month for you to start activating this long-term idea that's very inventive and very creative and spiritual all at the same time. And I'm getting concentric circles. I don't know if you do astrology, but I'm getting circles or mandalas. All right, for you, Shaki. I'm also getting with you, I think this is more archetypal than an actual person in spirit, but I'm getting what Carl Jung would call the wise old man archetype. But this is also dovetailing into a person who is in spirit, who maybe not was as wise as this image I'm getting for you, like the Hermit card in the tarot deck. That's the image I'm getting for you, the Hermit card in the tarot deck, and something about a father figure, mentor, and it's interchangeable with this archetypal wise old man energy. That you're getting a lot more confidence in your own male authority. I mean, there's female authority and there's male authority. They're a little different. Like there's yin and yang signs, but you're feeling more comfortable in your own skin as an expert and an authority. I give you that message with much blessings and thank you for being here tonight. And please give me feedback. Okay. All right. Okay, that made sense to you. Yay, thank you, Shaki. I'm with Lisa Bianco. Hello, Lisa. I'm with you tonight. I'm going to tune in. And as I'm tuning in with you, Lisa, I have to make sure you're okay with that. Okay. And Lisa Bianco, it's the first time catching me live. Okay, please say it's okay I talk to you, honey. That's just like my little rule. Okay. Lisa, are you there? I'm sure you are. Might be a little delay. Okay. Oh, thank you very much. Hi, Samantha from Australia. I just have to talk to, might be a delay. Are you still on a reading, Lisa Bianco? Are you here, honey? Okay, thank you. Lisa, as I'm talking to you tonight, I'm getting bowling with you. Bowling? I have no idea where you're from. I mean, but bowling is kind of like a cool sport in Western New York. I mean, you could be in Australia, all I know, but I'm getting bowling with you. But I'm getting bowling from a spirit person. And I think this is like a mother, grandmother who love the game of, I think it's bowling. It's not bocce. Not bocce. It could be bocce ball. I'm getting bowling. And the message for you, this is a female on the other side of life who like to bowl. And the message for you is that sometimes you get a strike, and sometimes with the best of your intentions, you can't figure out how to navigate the ball perfectly down what is it called? The alley. She's giving you this message tonight, Lisa, because you've been feeling like you struck out with something, with a person that you have no more chances to make right with a loved one. And this lovely person on the other side of life, it's a female, I think it's a relative, it feels very maternal to me, is saying, honey, as long as you're breathing, there is opportunity to make right. You haven't struck it out. Even if the relationship is different than it was, you can still be friendly to each other. Not necessarily friends, but you can make things right. So that's number one. Number two, I'm getting a big circle around September, this last September, when there was a lot of challenges in your life. There was a lot of disappointment, and there could have even been some health-related challenges. But you've recovered and you're moving forward stronger than ever. The eclipse this next week is going to give you a lot more clarity about the direction you want to take for the summer, specifically for August. And I'm feeling so positive with this. There's new learning to be had here, Lisa. And you're gaining in your confidence, and you're also gaining in your ability to make joy in your life not just doing the work and the routine. And I'm getting a little Cupid stuff here too, because this relationship feels like it's. I'm not necessarily saying it was a romantic relationship, but you're needing to make good with this particular individual, because that's why I was getting the bowling image for you. I wonder if that makes any sense at all. Feel free to give me some feedback. Okay. Okay. So thank you guys for being here tonight. And my little, I would be here all night with you. Maybe sometime I'll just go for hours. That might be fun. But not tonight. My rule is I go for half an hour, I pick 2 people randomly, and I do mean that's random. It's always random. So, Kristen, that's why I'm saying this. It's not that I don't want to give more readings, and you can always book with me. This is what I do. I work with people all day and all evening. So I would love to offer that up to you. Love you too, Becky. Thank you. I will enjoy my night. It's time for dinner for me. Sometimes I eat late on a Wednesday. And big hugs to you all. Don't forget, right? 7:01 on the 17th, that's Eastern time. Spend some time in meditation. Allow the downloads of God's beautiful universe to come through. Remember, this is not just a new moon. It's the beginning of Ramadan. It's the beginning of Mardi Gras. It is Mardi Gras, back Tuesday. It's also the beginning of Lent, but we have to party on Tuesday. It's also the beginning of the Chinese New Year, the year of the fire horse, and it's a solar eclipse. I will be teaching classes in this material Friday night and on Tuesday evening. If you're interested, just check out my website. Many blessings to you all, and have a fabulous weekend and a fabulous new moon solar eclipse on Tuesday. Good night, and thanks for being here.